The 9/11 attacks, a defining moment in U.S. history. On the morning of September 11, 2001, the United States experienced one of the deadliest terrorist attacks. The events of that day forever changed the nation, reshaping its policies, security measures, and global stance on terrorism. At 8:46 a.m., American Airlines Flight 11, hijacked by 5 terrorists, crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. As smoke billowed from the building, many believed it was a tragic accident. But just 17 minutes later, at 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 hit the South Tower, confirming that this was no accident. Meanwhile, American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the Pentagon at 9:37 a.m., striking the heart of the U.S. military. A fourth plane, United Airlines Flight 93, was bound for another target in Washington, D.C., likely the Capitol or the White House. However, the brave passengers of Flight 93 fought back against the hijackers, forcing the plane to crash into a field in Pennsylvania at 10:03 a.m. Back in New York, as the fires from the crashes weakened the structures, the South Tower collapsed at 9:59 a.m., followed by the North Tower at 10:28 a.m. In just under 2 hours, both towers were reduced to rubble, trapping thousands inside and causing untold destruction. First responders, firefighters, police, and paramedics rushed to the scene, risking their lives to save others. In the chaos, nearly 3,000 people lost their lives that day, including 343 firefighters and 72 law enforcement officers. The attacks were quickly attributed to the terrorist group Al-Qaeda, led by Osama bin Laden. That evening, President George W. Bush addressed the nation, vowing to bring those responsible to justice. In response, the U.S. launched the War on Terror, Operation Enduring Freedom, which led to military action in Afghanistan to dismantle Al-Qaeda and overthrow the Taliban, the regime that had harbored bin Laden. The attacks prompted significant changes to U.S. national security, leading to the creation of the Department of Homeland Security, the passage of the Patriot Act, and new global counterterrorism efforts. September 11, 2001, shocked the world, sparking a swift and widespread international response. Leaders from around the globe condemned the attacks and expressed solidarity with the American people. One of the most significant actions came from NATO. For the first time in its history, NATO invoked Article 5 of its founding treaty, declaring the 9/11 attacks an assault on all member nations. This led to collective military action in support of the United States. NATO forces, alongside U.S. troops, were deployed to Afghanistan in late 2001 to dismantle Al-Qaeda and overthrow the Taliban regime that had harbored the terrorists. This marked the beginning of the international war on terror. Beyond military efforts, nations worldwide held vigils, tightened security, and coordinated intelligence sharing. The attacks not only united governments but also galvanized a global commitment to combating terrorism. 9/11 was a moment that transcended borders, leading to a unified international stand against terrorism and a new era of global cooperation. 9/11 was not just a tragedy, it was a turning point. Air travel changed forever as well, with the formation of the Transportation Security Administration to manage heightened security protocols put in place worldwide. Today, many of the procedures travelers experience are direct results of the attacks. Though the scars of 9/11 remain, the resilience of the American people endures. The memory of that day continues to shape the nation, honoring the victims, the heroes, and the unity that emerged from the ashes of tragedy. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.